All right, we're trying this again. My pen keeps falling apart here, so hopefully this works. All right, so last lesson, guys, you were given a point to plot on the graph, which is what you're going to be doing again here today. Only this time the scale is changing just a little bit here, and we'll talk about what that means in 1 second. So if I can get back, there we go. So last time we talked, we mentioned the x and the y values, right? X would go first, y would go second. X tells you the distance your point moves across. Y tells you the distance up and down, okay? And these numbers here form your ordered pair. So when we look at it like that, right, the 3 is your x value, and your 18 is your y value, okay? So that's what we talked about last time. We also talked about the scale of the graph and how each block was worth 1, okay? That's not always true, though, so we have to be careful, make sure we look at the numbers on the scale, which is going across and up and down. So for all of these ones on our x-axis here, they're all worth 1, right? We can see that this is going to continue over and over and over again. However, if we look at our x side, right, our first box, we go 0 to 5. So that box covers 5 points, right? 5 units of value, okay? Our next box goes from 5 to 10, so that one's also worth 5. So each of these boxes is going up by 5 on the y-axis, but going across on the x-axis, they're only going up by 1. So we need to be a little bit careful when we're plotting points like this. If we look at the point that we have for this problem, which I'll rewrite down here, it's 3 and 18, okay? So the first part is easy enough, right? Our 3, oops, that's not the color I wanted. There we go, is our x. We know that's going across 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be somewhere on this row here, this line. But what I want to do is I still got to plot the exact point, and we're looking at our y value, which is 18. So if we look, and all of you know your fives tables very well at this point, I've made sure of it. You guys know that 18 is not going to be a multiple of 5. We have an idea of where it's going to be, though, right? We can kind of look and see it's going to be between 15 and 20. And if we look at if I do a quick little ugly number line here, there's 20 and 15, right? There's 16, 17, 18, and 19, right? We know that on a number line, 18 is going to be closer to 20. So if we try to put this point on our graph here, we know that we're looking on that 3 line, and it's going to be somewhere a little bit closer to 20 than it is to 15. So we would go into plotting our point, and that's how we would do it. Okay? So you just got to kind of be careful, right? Making sure we know our distance between our units on the side, so we know our scale, and we're just kind of careful with how we plot our points, okay? Because there is a right way and a wrong way. So For this one in particular, the closer we are to this line going across for 20, the better. Instead of bringing it closer down to 15, right? So we know 18 is going to be a little bit closer to 20 than the 15.